Well, you guys know what? Initially, I was tossing up between Renato, Vidal, and Paulinho, and I'll tell you guys what, I made the right decision. And here's why. Okay guys, so welcome today to the Renato player review, and boy, I'll tell you guys what, this guy looks insane. Born in 1997, we have Renato Sanches coming in at 5'9", high work rates, right-footed, 4-star, 5-star. 5-star weak foot, very good indeed. I was a bit torn with the fact he didn't have 5-star skills. It was something I really wanted in the midfield, but nonetheless, we have him with 5-star weak foot. And I'll tell you guys what, that isn't really a downfall at all, because the way this guy plays in game, it is pretty unreal. Nice. Anyway, moving into the face card stats, we have 88 pace, 85 shooting, 86 passing, 90 dribbling, 83 defending, and 90 physical. Okay, so straight off the bat, every single stat in each category is absolutely applaudable. Like, there isn't really a single stat where you're like, yeah, he's kind of meh, to be honest. So, one, I can applaud that. But something I do want to touch on is this card was a lot cheaper than lots of us expected, but that is because he isn't as cracked as a lot of people expected. He did really only get +2s and 3s in each stat over his Road to the Final card, whereas we were expecting like +5s, which really would have made him god tier. But coming in with these sort of stats at the price he is, it's really worth it, especially when you do have the likes of that 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill modes. But anyway, moving on into the in-games, you have 88 acceleration alongside 88 sprint speed, which is absolutely unreal. Shooting wise, he's got great attack positioning, incredible shot power, good long shots. Really, he's a center mid. He's box-to-box center mid. You don't really need him to shoot that much, but when an opportunity does arise, that shooting stat will come into play. And with 5-star weak foot, you can't really fault his shooting ability. Passing wise, doesn't matter what foot, doesn't matter whereabouts on the field, he's gonna pick that pass with really good passing stats. Dribbling, he's small, he's short, he's agile, he's got incredible balance, he's got good dribbling stats overall. He doesn't have the best agility, but it is over 80, and that is the main thing with this card. And then defending wise, it's probably the one area where you are looking to improve if you are using him in the midfield, and that's easily done with literally any defensive chem star. So for me, defending isn't really an issue. Physical wise, for someone 5'9", that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. He's gonna get stuck in. So that is definitely another pro with this card. And yeah, just overall, absolutely phenomenal. Moving on to player traits, he does indeed have the flair trait, but he doesn't have anything else to really go with it, which does suck a little bit, but it's not the end of the world, because at the end of the day, he is a midfielder and he is going to be a defensive brute, but he has the capabilities of going forward as well, which is what we love about this card. Anyway, in saying that, this is the team I will be using him in. Yes, I did indeed change my team for once in my life, and boy, user in for some video, because let's get into the gameplay.
Fucking nigga pay me less and pay my bills at minimal, but see it pay me stress. Doing this, doing that, and turn around and scold you true. How I did it wrong when I just did it like you told me to. Fuck you, eat it. That's what I be really thinking. Yes, sir. No, sir. That's what I be really speaking. Cause even though this job pissed me off, obviously, what make a nigga piss more is living poverty. Obviously, I gotta work, suck it up and give a smirk, smiling even though it hurt, and see my boss a fucking jerk. They call it a paycheck, it's really disrespect. That shit's so low I can't afford to call collect, and that's badder than Mike Jack with the White Sox. I'm steady slaving for days, just give me one shot. Slaving all day, slaving all night. We work long days and we work long nights. Slaving all day, slaving all night. We work long days and we work long nights. Slaving all day, slaving all night. We work long days and we work long nights. Slaving all day, slaving all night. We work long days and we work long nights. I see them laughing as they passing and harass me colder. Cause see my passion keeps on passing me, I'm getting older. That's why I rarely let people at my job know I rap. Cause that just turned to some circus like I'm an acrobat. And my coworkers are nosy and I don't miss it hard. Can you do a rap at a job Christmas party? Hell no, you ain't shit offended you would ask me to. Don't get it twisted that I'm working here cause I'm just passing through. But they don't believe me cause I've been here for years working. And so it's seeming it's dreaming the rapping ain't professional level. It's so objectional shovel. I'm doing dirt with, so every day I work shit. I'm steady slaving, behaving just like I'm Roots Telvin. I feel dejected, rejected, sit on my stoop slowly. And it's better than Mike Jet with the White Sox. I'm steady slaving for days, just give me one shot. Slaving all day, slaving all night. We work slow days and we work slow nights. Slaving all day, slaving all night. We work slow days and we work slow nights. Slaving all day, slaving all night. We work slow days and we work slow nights. Slaving all day, slaving all night. We work slow days and we work slow nights. Slaving night, works days, works night. Slaving day, slaving night, works days, works nights.
Yeah, big time. No man now. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Yeah, try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Big time, lot of sun. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me. Yeah, big time, big time, big time.
Okay, so just to point out, in 3 games from CDM, I only played him CDM. I didn't put instructions on him at all. I played him solely as a CDM in a 4-2-3-1. And this guy outscored MBAPPE. He got 8 goals and 2 assists in 3 games. And I was a bit unsure on how realistic this would actually be. I wasn't sure if I was just going through the honeymoon phase with him, which is a thing with some players. But I did play a couple more games a weekly with him. Currently, at this point in time, I have played 12 games with him. And I'll tell you guys what, still playing him as a CDM, he has 15 goals and 2 assists to his name. So he isn't really a one-hit wonder. Yes, he may have scored a lot more because I was probably feeding him the ball and focusing on him. But overall, playing just generally, he's still on the score sheet and outperforming everyone in the team. So yeah, he's phenomenal. He is nothing but phenomenal. Okay, so pros-wise, where to start? I know. Let's start with his hair. How great is it? Just how great is his hair? Anyway, on a serious note, this guy is absolutely rapid. That 88 acceleration as well as 88 sprint speed really do come into play in the midfield. Being 5'9", it makes this guy feel really quick. And when you do place a shadow on him or just a basic, this guy turns into an absolute menace in the midfield because no one can catch him. And that does also complement the high work rates this guy has, because it does mean he is able to get up the field and back really quickly. But the main thing I wanted to talk about, and the main thing that surprised me about this card, was his shooting. His shooting stats as a whole look unreal. His finishing is questionable, but how does that reflect in game? 99 shot power, you notice. 91 long shots, you notice. But for me, the big thing was his attack positioning. This guy's ability to transition from CDM up top is absolutely unrivaled. This guy hit so many goals for me. At this current stage, I currently have 15 goals and 2 assists in what? 12 games? He's outscoring all of my attackers. He's outscoring the likes of NEYMAR, CR7. He's outscoring MBAPPE from CDM. Like, it's unheard of. And that 5-star weak foot definitely does come into play, because it does question your opponent. Where am I going to go? Which foot am I going to take it on? It doesn't matter. So, especially with 78 finishing, that's probably the stat that surprised me the most, because packing so many goals in so few games, overall finishing, it can be improved, but I wouldn't touch it. I don't think it needs to be touched yet. Just I'm lost for words in terms of shooting. And then agility, yes, his agility isn't the best, but having that solid DAB, aka dab, aka dribbling, agility, and balance, his 84 agility isn't really noticed because of how good his balance and dribbling stat is overall as a whole. So as long as that agility is over 80, he's going to feel phenomenal, which it is, and it can be boosted. If you do want to boost his agility, feel free. He feels unreal on the ball. He's able to turn plays with ease, especially when you combine it with the physicality he does have. He is able to turn plays and not lose the ball. He doesn't get bodied often, and overall on the ball, he just feels really, really, really good, especially considering his height as well. And then moving on to his passing, pinpoint accuracy, 50 yard, 5 yard, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what foot it is, it's going to hit the target. And that is definitely something that you want in the midfield. So that is something to quickly touch on. He's phenomenal at passing. And then defensively, this guy is an absolute menace. It is so difficult to get past him. When he's pressing high up the field, he can win the ball, but when he does have to do the dirty work in the defensive third, he wins the ball 9 times out of 10. And that's the thing I've really noticed with this card. With short players, often they do go into tackles and lose the ball. But with this guy, when he goes into the tackle and wins the ball, he comes out with the ball. He doesn't lose it in the process, which is so important in this game, which is why I think he's great defensively. And then a couple things to touch on, his links. Portugal links, Liga links. He makes teams so easy to link. And he provides a lot of chemistry for a lot of different teams, which is really important. 4-star, 5-star, definitely another pro. Can't fault it. Yes, I did want 5-star skill moves, and that is one con I'm going to give this card. I'm being so picky with that, but no 5-star skill moves. I was wanting 5-star skill moves, but you can't have everything. And as great as having a 5-star skiller in the midfield is, to be honest, I think this weak foot actually outweighs the skill moves, because just having that ability to literally hit it from anywhere, pass it to anyone from anywhere, just makes for such an incredible combination. So overall, I can't really fault this card at all. Coming in at 700k, it is steep. It's not as expensive as we were expecting though, but his card doesn't look as crazy as we were expecting, but he is attainable for a lot of people. 700k, 9.7 enjoyment factor. I couldn't fault this card at all. Can't fault him one bit, which is the real kicker, because value for coins, I'm actually going to give him a 9.5. And that is, I'll tell you what, that is extremely high considering he cost around 700k on both consoles. He's phenomenal. I can't fault him one bit. I think this guy's the shout. I think this guy is the real deal, and you can't really go wrong with this guy. For me, this guy is essentially a cheap, short Gullit. Yes, you heard me correctly. And would I prefer Gullit over this guy? In a midfield role, in a defensive role, I would probably prefer this guy. Just because of how the meta is this year, being short and having that good dribbling makes for the world of a difference. So overall, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and hopefully it did help. Let me know what you think down below, and if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Feel free to let me know what you think. And yeah, I've been your boy Ticccy, and I will look to catch yous all in the next one. Peace out.